I'm here today with Paula Kavanagh, and Paula Kavanagh is the chairman of the board of the Richmond County Literacy Network.
Nice to be here.
You're always welcome here, Paula. So now you have a lot of things all of a sudden going on.
We do. When I was here last time and spoke with Adam, we had a lot of things kind of in the works and a lot of fingers crossed. We've since seen those results pay off, and we are ready to roll with some new programming coming in September.
That is exciting. Now I have noticed a few ads, so you want to go through a couple or one of them at least?
Starting in September, we've got a partnership with the Nova Scotia School of Adult Learning, and we have two, so the focus this year will be digital literacy. And we have two programs ready to roll for September. We have basic digital skills, which that course is running for 3 days a week for 10 weeks, and we'll have 3 programs running. So we'll be doing enrollment for September, January, and April. Quite looking forward to that. That program will be looking at basic digital skills in definition, right? So looking at foundational computer technology, device working on multitude of devices, technology will be provided, and looking at getting those core foundation skills for anybody who is looking for those skills. It will be partnered with North Star curriculum, which will give you certification at the end. So for anybody looking for that resume boost.
That could be pretty much all ages, couldn't it?
That could be all ages. We're really looking at anybody who, for whatever reason, feels, that they need those skills, that they've been lacking them, lack of access, and really looking for that, building that job market, right? Those marketable skills.
Oh, yes.
We live in a digital world.
We sure do.
And those marketable skills to get either into the job force or back into the job force.
Well, I understand that whole idea of having to have digital skills.
Yep, no doubt you would here.
I get it. Now you also have job openings.
So we do have job openings. So I've just spoke with the basic digital skills course. We also have a digital wellness course, and that one is looking at, so there's 2 major program offerings. The digital wellness course is running for 38 weeks, but it's a continuous intake program, and it's really looking more at for people who have the technology and who are accessing it and using it, but who need to kind of maximize those skills. So looking to really make the most of those skills and also protect themselves in the safety, privacy.
Oh, yes.
Right? There's one thing to know to be using it, there's another thing to fully know the scope of what you're using and the risks that may come with that.
Right.
So that continuous intake program means that people can come for as long or as short of a time that they like to get the skills that they need.
Right.
And so part of that with those 2 courses is looking at, we have job openings for the executive director.
Yes.
We'll be looking to fill that position to help get some of these programs up and running, in addition to the work that we've already been doing. And then also the instructor, a full-time instructor piece for teaching those 2 programs.
Right on. Now, I was looking at that executive director job, and it says that it's a term position, but that's sort of the way it always has run, correct?
It is. It's a term position for 43 weeks. I mean, Richmond County Literacy Network has been around for 25 years, and that is how it's always been. The Nova Scotia School of Adult Learning, NSAL, has always been the major funder.
Right.
And so that's always been worked that way. So right now it says term contingent on funding, but that's how it's been for 25 years.
Right, exactly. So it's an ongoing thing.
It's an ongoing thing, and the expectation is, of course, that that will be the same thing next year.
Of course.
Right, so that's really what we're hoping to recruit for that.
Well, yeah, because that's the way that government programs run. They
is.
fund.
Yep, that is how they fund.
Yeah, I know.
That's how they fund, and that's how they work. So the executive director position, formerly called the network coordinator, right? Same position, just a different terminology. And so that position starts the end of August. Instructor position starts middle of September.
Right. When is that executive director position, when is the posting up until, do you know?
The 15th.
Oh, wow.
So anybody
getting real close.
Getting real close for anybody thinking about applying. I certainly encourage them to get their applications in.
Yeah.
We've been collecting applications all ongoing.
Good. And what about the instructor? The same sort of?
Same date.
Okay.
Might be a week later.
But all of that information can be found actually on the Telile scroll.
It's on the Telile scroll.
And it is also on the Richmond County Literacy Network Facebook page. So it's probably everywhere.
We've got it posted. That information is accessible a lot of places. It's on your scroll. It's on our Facebook page. Anybody wants to give us a follow, that information is there, and all of the updates as we come. It's on Jobs at the Hawk. It's
everywhere.
Cape Breton Jobs Partnership, Nova Scotia Works. And by all means, if you're having trouble finding it, reach out to us and we will happily pass it along.
Right, and if anybody's having trouble finding it, you can reach out to Telile. We'll definitely tell you how to find it as well.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
You have all kinds of resources. I really am hoping you get somebody.
We do as well. We're really quite looking forward to it. I mean, we're really looking at this point. We've been around for 25 years.
Yeah.
And we're really hoping to lay the groundwork for the next 25.
Because it's a really great opportunity.
It is a great opportunity, and there's, it's been around, and we've got tried and true programming.
Right.
We're offering the programming and the skills that people need.
Yeah.
And as we kind of get this program underway, we'll be looking at new opportunities to expand.
Very important, actually, especially it's been very, very good to the seniors. Seniors have learned a lot of computer skills over the years. I've seen some of those in the works. I think it's so important.
It's very important, and that would very much be the focus of the digital wellness course.
Right.
Is really looking at that community piece, regardless of age.
Yes.
But certainly in the past, we've had a lot of seniors participate in that, and it really is like when you're using the technology and when you're accessing, the devices and the social media.
Right.
All of those things, but understanding the risks involved.
Right, because there's so much fraud these days and so many scams. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that even myself, I guess I'm considered almost a senior now. You can get fooled, and then sometimes you don't trust your own judgment because you're not sure, and you don't want to ask questions because the younger people might think you're.
The vulnerability is there.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
for our younger generations, some of that's covered in schools.
Yeah, right.
But it's certainly something we need at all ages.
It certainly wasn't anything covered in school when I went to school because we weren't even allowed to use a calculator. Mm-hmm. So
you know how times have changed, right? But it is that piece, and it's also the critical thinking piece of, right? We see a lot of things online, social media, that really need a critical thinking piece to evaluate, and that's something that will be. Right, that will be part of our curriculum.
Well, I wish you all the luck in the world.
Well, thank you.
And I'll be staying tuned to see the outcome, and I look forward to working with the Literacy Network. I mean, Telile has partnered in years past with different things with the Literacy Network.
Absolutely.
And I'm hoping that continues.
Agreed.
I'm going to make sure it continues.
Agreed.
Yeah, after all is said and done, maybe and hopefully you'll have a new executive director coming in here to talk to me about their new position, and that'll be fantastic.
That will be fantastic. We'll definitely be looking for you when that happens.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You take care.
Thank you, Becky.